What is up, YouTube? So what do you do if you're a guy and the girl that you're dating in a serious long-term relationship says that she doesn't want to work after she gets married? This is a dilemma that I think a lot of guys probably face when they're going through courtship and they are in a serious relationship with someone. So I want to give you guys my personal thoughts on it, and let's try to help this OP out. So the title of this post says, "Girlfriend doesn't want to work. Need advice by married folks. Others are welcome too." Blinders, I know I'm asking in the tech channel because the people here would be the right fit to answer. I'm in a long-term relationship and it's been 5 years with almost 3.5 years being long distance. That in itself is not easy, so I respect you there. My girlfriend works as HR, human resources, but she doesn't want to work after marriage. I'm on H-1B. How important is it to have a working wife, especially if we are planning to start a family soon? I recently graduated and don't make much. I'll soon be starting to interview again to get into FANG level companies. Can one person make enough to lead a decent life with family and save for the future by working at FANG? Any advice would be appreciated. And his total comp is $105,000, and he doesn't say where he works in, but let's just assume that he is trying to, get into a big tech FANG company. This is a problem that I think a lot of guys face, and the reality of it is, it really depends what you guys want to achieve together and what your priorities are. If you want to start a family and you want to live in the Bay Area, for example, or any type of high cost of living place, what you're making now is not going to be enough, especially if your spouse is not planning to work after she gets married. Now, if she's the type of person that says, hey, I want to raise a family, I want to be a stay-at-home mom and focus on the kids, that's totally fair. I think most kids these days do need someone full-time at home, whether it's the mom, whether it's the grandma or a relative or even a nanny. And nannies itself, obviously cost a ton of money. So if she thinks that, she'll be able to become a much better mom and she wants to grow a family, and that's also aligned with what you want, then I say go for it. But the other question you need to answer is, what's the sort of lifestyle that you both want together? Do you guys both want to live in a high cost of living area like the Bay Area, like New York City, like Los Angeles? Because if that's the case, having a certain salary, having a certain total comp is going to be required to pay the rent, to buy food, to go on family trips once in a while, and to be able to own the things that you both want. But if she doesn't want any of those things and she doesn't care about, showing off and having nice luxury goods and things like that, then maybe you guys can get by on your salary, assuming that, you're not going to be staying at 105,000, but you're going to be able to obviously grow and move up in your career. And when you do make that transition to a FANG company, you're going to be able to see your salary increase quite a bit. You didn't mention whether you're in, engineering, product, support, marketing and whatnot, but I'm just going to assume that you're somewhere in the middle. And so I think you'll be able to, with a couple years of experience, get into 150,000, 200,000, 300,000 if you can really move up quickly. And so with a salary like that, yeah, you could still get by, but it really, like I said, depends on what your expectations are. What kind of lifestyle you want, what kind of things that you want to be able to own materialistically, and do you guys care and value those things? And if she's the type of person that wants those things, if she's the type of person that wants to live in a certain area and have certain things and drive certain cars and have a certain house, and she's also saying that I don't want to work, well, something's got to give, right? You can't have everything. And if she's not willing to sacrifice and she wants it all, and she's expecting you to provide all those things, then I think you're going to run into a problem. And so what I would do if I were in your situation is I would have these difficult conversations. I would ask her these questions. What are sort of your expectations for our future? What kind of lifestyle do you want after you get married, once you have a family? And try to probe around and see where she's at and what she's thinking. And if it doesn't line up with what you want, then I think it should be pretty clear. You need to cut bait and run. You mentioned you're pretty early on in your career, so you still have a long way to go. Don't sign up for something that you're not ready with, that you don't feel comfortable with, that you're not 100% invested into. Life's short, and with today's day and age, with divorce being more common, and you hear about these stories like Kevin Costner going through a pretty nasty divorce, Jeezy and Jeannie Mai going through a nasty divorce, and they're trying to figure out how to split the assets. That's also a reason why you might also need to consider prenup, just to kind of protect yourself. And if she's really against it and pushing back for whatever reason, that's also a signal that you might need to look elsewhere. Anyways, guys, hopefully this was helpful. Let me know if you guys have any other bits of advice for this OP. I know that it's not easy when you're in this kind of situation, but I think you want to protect yourself and make sure that you know what you're getting yourself into before you make that commitment. Anyways, guys, like this video, share it with others that might need to see it, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.